Libra, this is Lisa with the Poet Oracle, and today we're going to find out what's going on with you and the person you were thinking about when you clicked on this video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. And if you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so that you're notified when future videos are released. Today we're going to look at some tarot cards. I've got some oracle cards, and then at the end we'll look at some personal messages. Now, this is just a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what does not. And if you feel that any roles need to be reversed, by all means, flip them. All right, well, the very first card that came out is the Two of Cups in the reverse. And this can signify a separation or some kind of breakup of sorts, a divorce. It could also represent miscommunication or bad communication, which then can lead to tension and arguments, but definitely a feeling of disharmony. And then we have the Five of Cups in the reverse, and this is somebody that is moving forward, right? Releasing the emotional baggage of the past. So we've got a separation here and somebody moving forward, whether that be you or your person, but really going forward without regrets, leaving the baggage in the past. And that's what forgiveness really is all about, right? Forgiveness is all about learning the lesson so that you understand why it happened and then moving forward. That's what forgiveness is all about. That's why forgiveness is for you. And then we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is representative of an unequal give and take situation. It was unfair. There was some imbalance or inequality in this situation. And so, somebody might have even kind of abused their own power. Maybe they came into it, wanting you to give everything, but not willing to give in the same manner. They were not generous, whether that be with their time, their money, but this was just a poor investment as a whole. All right, and we have the Magician in the reverse. This can represent manipulation and trickery, right? Or just somebody that lacks self-confidence. And truth be told is if you lack self-confidence, that is the only way that you feel that you can kind of pull people in is by manipulating them or creating illusions of maybe who they were versus who they really were. You know what I mean? Like they kind of put on a mask and really didn't show who they really were, and they could have been very greedy. All right, and then we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse, and this can represent kind of, the collapse happening, but then also letting go of the collapse, right? It's just too much responsibility to stay in this situation, and it looks like, this person was unfair. Definitely did not give equally to the situation in some manner, whether that be financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically, whatever it is, right? They did not give in. And so there was just a collapse, a total breakdown of it. And there had to be some type of resignation that took place. Like, you know what? I give up. Right? I can't make this happen. It's not going to happen, right? When we look at this card, the Ten of Wands, in the upright, you can see all these burdens, all these heavy wands that this individual is carrying, and it's heavy. And so when we have it in the reverse, that's letting go of the burden, letting it go, letting it drop. And then right after that, you get the Ace of Wands, a whole new beginning, a whole new opportunity. This is something that you will or you do already, if it's already happening. You feel passionate about it. You are accepting this a new beginning. You're very inspired by it. It's a new passion of some sort, whether that be with an idea, a business, whatever it is, a new relationship. All right, and then we have the Six of Wands, okay? This is representative of victory, success, rising above, that's right. Good news. Can also represent leadership, however that resonates with you. But also this could be somebody that's kind of in the spotlight that you're thinking, or that you're moving into a new situation with, or you're in the spotlight. But this is definitely representative of being recognized and being rewarded in some situation. That is beautiful, because the very first cards that came out just represent, a relationship that totally went left. And then all of a sudden, boom, you've got these new beginnings happening, and it's victorious and successful. right, let's get some of these cards and see. Man, you can't even call it. This is the Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning in love. This is new feelings. This is following your intuition as well. So even if it's not a relationship, it's when you have that creative spark with that Ace of Wands, with the Ace of Cups, it's like listen to your intuition, let it pull you. But it really can represent marriage, a commitment that is new. We got the Judgment card. The Judgment card is all about making decisions, making changes, reflecting on what you've been through, but really having an awakening and transitioning, changing, big changes. That's beautiful. All right, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. This can really represent wanting to have security, wanting to, restrain yourself. Maybe you're saving money, being very conservative. To stack up your coins. All right, let's get one more from here. All right, and then we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, and this is all about moving on and moving up, right? This is regenerating yourself, recovering, mending from the past. Beautiful. All right, let's get some of these cards and see what other messages we have for you. Honey, we didn't forget about this first person we were talking about. All right, we got the Temperance card. This is all about having balance and harmony, looking at things from a very balanced perspective. Also can represent, that's the Sagittarius card. Then we have the Devil card in the reverse. This is releasing. This is having independence, right? This is moving forward, moving past the situation of the past and really going into a new situation with independence and with confidence. The Devil card is also our Capricorn card. All right, we have the Five of Wands, in the reverse. And this is all about, ending the battle. Whether that be the battle within yourself, the battle with this person, but learning how to calm your own temper. And if you're going into a new situation, you definitely want to know how to do that. All right, and then we have the Four of Cups. And this is really meditating, thinking on the past. It can represent regret, but this is really looking backwards at the pains that you've been through, at the situations that you've been through, meditating on it, maybe having some regrets, right? When we look at this person, they're definitely looking back in a sad way, so there may be some regrets. What we have to do when we're dealing with regrets is we have to understand the lesson in the situation. What did we learn from this situation? And then we'll be able to let those things go and forgive whatever happened in this situation. All right, we got to be able to let go of the past, though, especially if you're going into a new situation. All right, we have the Engagement card in the reverse, and it says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Well, obviously, with this individual of the past, it definitely did not do that, right? And so this may be why this card is presented. Or, it may just be that you need to take a step back if you are already in a situation. It's not ascending right now to a higher level. It's kind of staying where it is for right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right, and then we have the Honeymoon card. This is enjoying the bliss of holiday time together. So maybe you're going to be spending some holiday time with somebody, maybe somebody new. But it's all about just enjoying the moment, enjoying the time that you have with people in your life. And then we have Trust. This is in the reverse, and it says this situation is calling for you to have faith. So there may be some trust issues that you have with people, that maybe you have difficulty with opening up to people or communicating with people or whatever the case is, however it resonates for you. All right, and we have the Snake card that showed up, and this can represent competition. It can represent the other woman or the other person, or looking over your shoulders. With the Trust card in the reverse, it's definitely an interesting card to come out. And so it may just be that you have difficulty trusting, like fully trusting people. Or you just didn't trust this person of the past. All right, we have girl talk. This is all about moving on, spending time with friends, getting out there, living in the moment, and having fun. It can represent being single as well. But with that Ace of Cups, maybe not. But it's all about just getting out there, enjoying life, enjoying the moment. Ooh, and then we have the karmic relationship. You know, karmic relationships are all about learning some type of lesson, whether that be learning lessons about yourself, life in general. But it's all about these relationships that trigger you. They're going to trigger you in one way or the other. Now, you can let it trigger you in a negative way, or you can have it trigger you into a transformation. All right, we've got karmic relationships. Okay, let's get some of these dream oracles, then we're going to move on to our personal messages for you. Okay. All right, this is the number 20 card. What would your higher self do? You are divinity in blue jeans. Now, listen, now we can operate from any level in which we want to, right, in our lives, but if you operate from a higher plane and you understand that there's a 5D world and a 3D world and you operate at that 5D level, well, then you're going to operate in a way in which you think about how your actions affect other people, how your actions affect your journey in this life. It's a completely different way when you look at that. You're able to forgive people differently when your higher self is looking at the situation, because your higher self is understanding what the lesson was, why you went through the turmoil of whatever you went through with somebody. So always think about that. Operate from that 5D level. All right, let's get some personal messages on top of these cards and see what else, what other messages we have for you. All right, we've got time to clean the circle. Remove those who don't serve you. Now think about that. Think about your circle. Think about who you have around you and make sure that they are the type of energy, or it is the type of energy in which that you want around you. This says sing and be happy. This is all about enjoying the moment. You know, really enjoying what's going on, because you are being picky and choosy about who in which you operate with. This is materialism is the fastest way to spiritual starvation. So we must be careful that we don't become materialistic in this life. Humble ourselves and remain humble. This says open your heart to love. That's a beautiful card with the Ace of Cups. All right, this says roll with the punches, but at least put your defenses up. I don't need to say anything more about that. And then it says believe in you. All right. Let's get a poem for you. Whoa, all right. All right, number 17, hidden. I've refused to see. I can't find a cover large enough to mask my hidden insecurities. Uh-oh. This goes back to the trust, right? You know, making sure that you are, ready for a relationship to where you can put trust into it and you can really open up to it. So if you're going to go into a new relationship, or if you are in a new relationship, just know that you have to be open. You have to be somewhat vulnerable in that situation. All right, now what we're going to do is, when you first clicked on this video, you were thinking about somebody. So let's get some messages that this person may want to say to you directly. All right, let me get a couple and we'll read them out. Alright. Oh, okay, we'll take those. Okay, let's see what this person wants to say to you. Alright, it says, I couldn't face your judgment, so I ran. So this person may have, kind of come closer, went away, come closer, went away. Alright, it says, it's sexy how confident you are. So they love your confidence. It says this needs to end. You don't have to be scared. I didn't appreciate you. You didn't get away with that. All right, they might think you did something and they know about it. Okay. It says, can you ever trust me? Here we go with the trust thing again. It says, I'm defensive because you are right. It says, you aren't there for me. You are so strong. You are the most unexpected person at the most unexpected time. No one has ever loved me like you do. And the last message is, I'm not satisfied here. All right, so take those as they resonate. Now, I did put together some new messages for career and money. So let me get a couple of these for you, and then we will go ahead and close this video out. All right, what messages do we have about money and career? It's way too many. Oh. Okay. The first message is, life is an experiment. You know, you're going to make mistakes. You're not always going to do everything right. It's an experiment. This says shifting. Nice. So you may be shifting who you are, your job, your career, your thoughts, whatever it is. But you may be in a process of shifting. All right. This says unemployed. You or this individual that you were thinking about when you clicked on this video may be dealing with some unemployment. This says work smarter, not harder. I can't say that even more. Wow, then this says new job. And then this last one says pay increases are near. I sure hope so for you. All right, this is your reading. Make sure to come back and check me out again.